Yourself saying, hey, it's close to Halloween. I want to draw myself a pumpkin. Well, okay, I'll show you some steps to do it. First, you gotta have a nice not canvas, paper. I did a bunch of paintings, so taking a break from paintings today. But there will be new artwork. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. So, okay. Draw your shape of the pumpkin. Start with the center. Doesn't have to be perfectly symmetrical. You can just, you know, remember, inside the center is this. And with pen, it doesn't really matter if there's all this stuff right there. You're going to fill in that area anyways. Fucking fire ants. Doing these really long videos because YouTube wants me to start doing longer content. But I keep on saying, no one wants to sit around and watch the whole video. I don't have time for that. I only got like 30 some odd seconds that people watch my videos and then click off, so I don't know. Not very many people want to watch art nowadays, anywho. At least for long periods. I'm used to doing short videos to show you pieces I've done, not showing you how to do the pieces I do. But I guess some people want it, so I guess I have to supply it. That's the thing. See, now you got yourself a pretty basic pumpkin right here. Just keep on going. Don't worry too much if the lines are a little bit off. You can always just darken the shade or the line. And when it's like this, you can always just do that, see? You can always just touch it up. That's a good thing about this piece right here. So, there's your pumpkin. Now the fun part begins. It's very light. You want to be able to darken the shades as you go. You don't want to... With pen, if you do it too dark, it's no way of going back on that. So, just keep on. Well, I guess I should have done this a long time ago. Gets my watch time up at least. And I know that's a demand right now. So I don't know. Anywho. Yeah, just... Yeah, there's some videos on here that do the speed time. If I do speed time, you don't really get the whole vibe, and you don't get the whole, you can't teach someone if you're rushing them. So I'll do one of these real-time videos. I'll do real-time videos. See, that's how you do a shade right there with the pen. You can always go back in a little later and do your colors. It seems people love when I do this stuff. It's a very mixed crowd on my thing. Some people love if I do these real-time videos, they're gonna be these, because if I do a real-time painting video, it's gonna be hours, and people are gonna be frustrated because, an artist, a true artist, doesn't rush the process. You take your time on it. Art's a delicate lady. Who did I learn some tricks from? Well, in middle school, I had a friend that was my teacher. My teacher was my friend, so yeah, a lot of you probably had that kind of thing. But he was a comic book artist. And he showed me a few tips, and I absorbed that stuff like a sponge. See? So now, if you guys want to stick around, it's going to be a while, because this, you see, I'm 10 minutes in, and I still got this. See, this is how much time I take in my drawings for you guys. A lot of heart and soul goes into this stuff. If I was to make a living doing this, or if I had a job, I'd rather just be an artist, This is my only shot to really make a impression as an artist because there's no really an art scene where I am locally, and if it is, it's just like a folk art, like snowmen and little happy-faced, rosy-cheeked ghouls, and that's not really my thing, you know. Artist integrity, I have to keep in mind about that. Some people say commission's commission, yes, but if it's an extremely embarrassing piece, or is something you just don't ever want to paint, or draw, and then you're kind of forced to. And art shouldn't be forced. It should be something that flows. So, we're still working on this painting. Not painting. Well, technically it's a drawing, but it is like a painting because, hell, I put a lot of time into these, as much as a freaking sorry, I strayed a little bit. It's kind of hard to keep my mind on this. No, I'm not really paying much attention to the camera because, you know where my eyes are at. It's on the piece. That's where your eyes should be, on the piece. On getting it looking just right. Because if an artist is just chatty Cathy, not really paying attention to what he's doing, then he will make a line that's just not where it's supposed to be, really. So, the fun part begins again, the shading. Remember, do it light. You don't want to do it too dark. You gotta practice with pens. Because pens, there's no way out. If you do it too dark, you ain't coming back from that. See? That is the leaf. Ow. Something bit me on my foot. I don't know, maybe it's one of those freaking ants outside or something, I don't know. Alright, so my hands are good and rested. People demanded this, so I'm giving it to them. A real-time video of me doing artwork. The thing is, I'm not like your average YouTube artist. If you're gonna watch me do a drawing, it's actually gonna be pretty dang long. Because My attention to detail is very high. There's cross etchings right there, cross etch. If I become viral on here, you know what I'm gonna do? I'll fix up my Model T and I'll start doing my travels in it. And I'll film my travels of me in a Model T going around in modern traffic. That'll be a sight to see. I wear all the time period correct clothes. Sometimes. Sometimes I'll just want to wear all my metal t-shirts to drive around. Hand crank a Iron Maiden or something. Yeah. Have a phonograph player on the thing for a radio. Those radios would interfere with the magneto frequency, so. Now remember, there's a shading contrast here. Remember, this is going to be where the light's shining. This is where it starts to slowly go, slowly go. So you want to have this just a little slither right here. You want people to know that the sun's hitting it from that side right there. And then get it almost completely dark on this side right here, because that's where the light's least hitting. You want to have that three-dimensional pop. You really want people to say, wow, that's a very nice piece. So, no, I can't leave it like this, because look at all this texture that's in here. All that texture. You gotta transfer a little tiny bit of that texture over here. Not too much, because if you do too much, it'll really ruin your piece. You gotta feel it. Feel the flow. Feel that flow. Yeah, someone told me, you got to set yourself apart from all the rest of the other folks at YouTube that are competitors. I don't really see them as competitors. I see them more as part of my community, you know. The competitive nature is kind of vicious. It's good in some things, but, you know, art, we got to stop it. We got to stop being so divided. As an artist, we got to help each other in the community. I always help out other artists. You know, that's why I put a couple bands on my page. Because, or a couple musicians on my page, because I'm trying to help out other people too. So the thing is, it's not all about me in this world. Some people seem to think that, and they become these complete drama queens on the internet. It's about us as a whole. So, we're about 20 minutes in, and my phone doesn't start. I'm surprised it's still going. This video will probably be up in 3 days. 3 to 4 days, actually. So, don't think I forgot about you guys. It's just, this kind of thing takes a while to do. Some people, when they do these YouTube videos, they actually don't really take as long as I do. But you don't rush the process, you don't rush the art. So, you guys enjoy the real-time video of me doing art? I thought some of you would walk out by now, like you would be extremely frustrated, like, I can't sit around and wait. If you don't follow some of these steps, the art will really suffer. And there's your pumpkin. Now, if you want to do a jack-o'-lantern, remember, now we're going to be in some territory where we're going to have to do 3-dimension. See, the shadow is poking in through this way, so it's going to be slightly darker than the rest. Just slightly. And then in here, completely dark. Really shade that in there. See? And then do the other one the same. Now, right here, there you go. Pumpkin. Just in time for Halloween. Remember, shadow underneath gives contrast. It makes it pop a little better. Now, like I said, I'm on a cell phone, so this video, maybe a couple days. Don't get frustrated with me. Now you see, just this tiny little pumpkin took me 30 minutes to make. So if I did a full harvest drawing, it would take me many hours to finish. So I'm going to do these. YouTube won't really allow me to do a video a lot. They would, but the thing is, I would literally eat up my whole data on my phone, which would be insane.